Hello and welcome to another Hour of Devastation Draft League. This is Old Man Poole. We have opened up a spicy rare here and a couple other cards. But before I get to the cards, I should say that I'm still continuing my battle with my audio. So keep your ears up. Let me know if anything sounds especially good or bad. I added a couple filters and changed another couple around. So hopefully things keep improving. But yeah, any feedback you guys can give me, I very much appreciate. So I think Struggle is fantastic, but Angel Condemnation's just gotta take the cake. This seems like a limited bomb. I actually haven't seen it in play yet, but it can't be bad, right? You get enter the battlefield activities for free. Every turn you just get to delete one of your opponent's creatures. Probably not like Glorybringer level of good, but seems great. I think I'm pretty happy for picking an Angel. Okay. Ooh. So, probably just follow it up with Desert's Hold here. I do think that it is one of the better uncommons. It's a rest with some random upside if you got some deserts. I don't think it's too hard to pick up deserts this early in the draft. I do like Dauntless Haven quite a bit as well. Ambuscade's great, Counter Scrapper's pretty good, but I think we're just going to take the on-color card here and not be unhappy. Alright, there's a Dauntless Haven. Unquenchable Thirst does go well into a deck that already cares a little bit about deserts. Hope Tender I've been not super impressed with, honestly. The only time I've really seen it be good is if you've got the Gift of Paradise from Amonkhet, then it ends up being a little bit better because it makes you an extra mana. It's a 2/2 for 2, so it's like there's definitely a ceiling or a floor on how bad it can be, but it's not looked as good as I feel like a lot of 2-drop make a mana creatures are. Merciless Eternal's good. I think Dauntless Haven's just going to be the pick, though. I guess it actually synergizes really well with the Angel. And it is white, and I think it is close enough in power level to something like the Eternal that we should pick it here because it's on our colors. If we can just like cut white pretty hard, I think I'm happy with our position. And we can pick up a second color later. Okay, don't like Imminent Doom. Both Devotee of Strength and Ronis the Stalwart are pretty good, but we've passed a couple of pretty good green cards to it. An Ambuscade, maybe that's the only thing I can think of. Feels like we haven't passed as much red, so maybe we'd pick up like the Manticore Eternal. Striped Riverwinder is pretty far behind. I think Disposal Mummy is not really very exciting. I guess we could take Saving Grace. I still have a tough time evaluating this card. It seems like sometimes it's just an absolute blowout, but sometimes it does literally nothing. I think I'd rather take a card that I know is going to be fine. I think I'm going to take the Eternal. I think the Devotee of Strength is a little bit better, and Ronis the Stalwart is also pretty reasonable, but I think we passed some green already. I guess these are kind of late green cards too. Oh, there's a lot of red. Yeah, I take the Eternal, I think. We'll put someone into green on our passing to. Okay, well, there's another Stalwart. There's a Lethal Sting here. I don't think Solemnity is really a card. Gifted Ceradon I think is fine, although I'm a little bit of worry in taking another 5-drop this early. You take Solitary Camel. That's a fine playable. It is white, and I guess maybe we're still hoping to find some more deserts, although we haven't seen a white one at least. We passed a blue one, I think. Solitary Camel. Okay. Frontline Devastator is pretty good, and it's kind of a late pickup here. I think the Mummy Paramount's pretty good too. We do need 2-drops. We could just keep cutting white and maybe end up in like zombies, although we haven't seen. We saw some good black early on, but it seems like it's maybe getting cut a little bit more now. I think Devastator is quite a bit better than the Mummy, although both of these cards are kind of aggressive, and Angel rewards us for playing a longer game, although I think it's still perfectly playable if we're trying to beat down to a 3/3 flying for 4 with Vigilance is great, even if you never use the ability. I think I'm going to take, well, I think I'm going to take the Paramount. I think that it's close, it's in our color for sure, and it's a little bit of a hedge because we don't have any other 2-drops right now. Okay, don't love Steadfast Sentinel. I mean, it's probably playable. It's not great. We could take a Marauding Bone Slasher and maybe shift into black. I think this is a pretty good black card. Ooh. Foundry Souls is fine. I think I'm gonna take the Sentinel. I think actually maybe staying just really open for white is not all bad. And if we have to abandon like red going to the next pack, we can. And that leaves us open to opening like some Great Bombs or something. Blur Blades is fine. That should maybe be the pickup here. Defiant Kenner is also okay. I don't hate getting a Traveler's Amulet, although oftentimes they'll come around late. So I think I'm gonna take the Defiant Kenner and make sure we have 2 drops potentially. Okay, and there's a Desert of the Fervent, which is kind of nice since we have a couple of desert payoffs already. Okay, well, I don't know. Maybe we'll end up just in red. Okay, Active Heroism isn't bad. These are like really late Bone Slashers, but Crash Through is not something you're excited about, but you'll play it if we end up short on playables. It doesn't look like we will in this deck, but you never know. I take the Crypt of the Eternals. You open like Bolus or something, or filling. Especially excited, although Bolus when remain white would be tough. I can dream. Alright. Open up a Dream Stealer, which I think is fine, but not really super exciting. On the other hand, I guess we just take like Puncturing Blow. There's virtually no white here that we're excited about. Yeah, Dream Stealers, I think fine. The thing is, later on, making your opponent discard off the Eternalize is like a reasonably big game, but by the time you've got 6, they're never going to discard 4 cards. Like, that's just not going to happen. Merciless Eternal, I guess we'll pass around the table. Yeah, we'll just take a Puncturing Blow here. It's not the most exciting first pick, but it's not bad. Okay. Don't think this is really a Hollow One deck. Even Enduring Hope's just okay. Disposal Mummy's also just okay. I guess we take the Desert of the True and just kind of make sure we get up with some deserts. Seems alright. Oh, Torment. One of my new favorite cards after our last draft. That was really sweet. So let's take out this Bone Slasher. Sandblast. Vizier of the True is pretty good. Fairly aggressive card. But just getting rid of your opponent's best blocker all the time is nice. Kenra Scrapper is also very good. Devastator I think I'd play as well. We're gonna get some, well maybe. We've got a lot of good cards in this pack. I'm not sure we'd get something back, but this is kind of not great, not great, not great, not great. Maybe. So I guess the question is, do we want Vizier of the True or Kenra Scrapper? I haven't played with the Vizier. Scrapper seems really solid though. How are we winning the game? We're winning the game by being down early or a little bit later. I think I'm actually gonna take the Scrapper. I guess Vizier may have been a little bit exciting with the Angel. Well, actually Resolute Survivors is a great pickup here, kind of regardless. So we're still light on 2-drops. There are lots of 2s in Amonkhet, so maybe we can hope to get a couple of those. But we'd love for our Firebrand, Archer, or Mummy Permanent to come around. I think the Survivors is just powerful enough that we kind of have to take it, though. Alright. There's Sentinel. I think I'm going to take another Blur Blades over the second Sentinel. I think that's just kind of an exciting card, and I don't hate having one Blur, especially if we're planning on beating down. I guess Thorned Bullock maybe makes the cut. It's the only thing here that is remotely playable. I mean, Godfarrow's Faithful is like a sideboard card sometimes. Yeah, we'll put it in. We're not excited about it though. Ooh, Frontline Devastator or Paramount. I think we're going to take the 2-drop. I think that this deck is definitely going to want lots and lots of 2-drops, and if we're a little bit lighter on 4s, even though Frontline Devastator is a good 4, it's not a huge deal. But let's make sure we can get there. So, do we want a Kindled Fury? I guess we have 2 combat tricks right now, or an Even. Even's fine. I guess we could also take Granitic Titan, although I feel like that card has just been sort of unimpressive most of the time. I think I'm gonna take the Kindled Fury. Let's hedge aggressive here. Wow. No one's taken Merciless Eternal? Maybe we should have been black. I don't know. I'll take Granitic Titan here. I think it's a little better than a Faithful. Okay, well, it's interesting. I think red has been much more open than this pack, and white has been a little bit less so, but a Disposal Mummy is unexciting. I guess it's better than Moloch, maybe, in this deck. Probably not, even. First Strike is still going to be good, especially with the random combat tricks. Okay, Sandblast this late is pretty good pickup. Happy to see it. Ooh, and the Paramount came back? We are doing it. And even a Sentinel. Okay, well, we definitely are going to have playables. I mean, we always hope to open like Glorybringer in the last pack, but could use a little bit more just punch, a little bit more power. Would love 2-drops in general. Okay, well, Drakehaven would have made me really, really excited had we been playing just Triple Omnicat, but not tons for us here, unfortunately. You know, Catcher's Name is fine. I guess we do have a decent number of zombies, although I kind of hate first picking that. Well, honestly, what are we taking here? It's either Brute Strength, Mighty Leap, Nimble Blade, Kenra, or Catcher's Name. Ouch. Man, I think all 4 of those cards are likely to wheel. I mean, I guess we take Catcher's Name. Ugh. I think that is the best of our options, though, even though it is not happy. Like, I would have settled for a Gustwalker there. I mean, even like a Hawkrop Entangler or something. But that was just abysmal. Okay, well, Magma Spray is great. Good to see that. Don't think Onward Victory is that fantastic. Explode Cropmate. Actually gets back a fair amount, I guess, but Magma Spray is just a standout card. I think we're happy to pick this up every time we can. Okay. A lot of good cards for us here, actually. I'm going to take the Talkrop Elite. We're actually a little bit light on 4-drops we love, and this is one of the better ones. I wouldn't be opposed to playing a Spearmaster or Special Lizard, although I think we're doing okay on the 3-drop category. But yeah, Talkrop Elite is a real game. Alright. Another Talkrop Elite, Electrify, or Warfire Javeliner. That is the sort of pick I like to be making. I'm a little bit worried we're going to end up in an awkward space where we just aren't really aggressive enough to get in there. So maybe like the elites are just good as flyers. We have a Puncturing Blow. We have a couple of removal spells. I don't think we have to take the Electrify. So I guess it's between the Javeliner and the Talkrop Elite. How many of these cards are we actually playing? Probably are only going to have 1 or 2 instants or sorceries. Probably 2 is as good as we can hope for. I think the Javeliner is more likely or less likely to come back around. I think I want the Elite, though. I think the Elite's just going to be really good for the deck. Renewed Faith. Unexciting. Tormenting Voice, I guess, although we have a couple of lands if we wanted to play those anyway. I guess maybe that's just the pick here. I'm going to take the Random Rare. I think I am. I don't even really like the Tormenting Voice. I guess maybe we play this. It's worse Desert of the Fervent, though. Which is kind of crazy. Like, I liked picking these up in Omnicat just because they were the only cycling lands, but I'm spoiled now. Okay. Pressure Lizard. Perfectly fine. I think that's just the pick. I was just gonna say we hadn't seen very many of our like premier 2-drops, but this is a good one. It's not no Gustwalker, but we needed more 2-drops, and this is one of is this the last pack? Yeah, getting close to the last opportunity we can have to find them. So, Juror's Resolve, Mighty Leap, Cradle the Accursed. How many desert payoffs do we have? 1. Although the life game may not be as relevant in this as it often is. Just 2, right? Yeah, I don't think we're going to play that. I think we're just going to play our cycling lands if we need to. So I guess Mighty Leap. Maybe Juror's Resolve. We have a lot of tricks. Resolve's really good in some instances. I think it's a better sideboard card. I don't think we need another trick. Okay, well. Yeah, looks like all 3 of the 4 cards that could have come back came back. But we'll take a Kenra here, even though it's not a very exciting pickup. It's a Consuming Fervor deck. I don't know. I'm still really hesitant to play this card. It feels like it's just bad a lot of the time. I don't think we're aggressive enough to really make it work. I'm going to take a Blazing Volley. It's a good sideboard card. If we're going to play a big throw, we're just going to play the Titan. I'm going to take Violent Impact sideboard. Well, actually, I never even look at this card. I'm not sure why, I just never see it. But let's take the Vizier of Remedies. It's a 2-drop. What am I thinking? Oh wow, Javeliner came back. That's good. I think we're going to play him for sure. That's kind of crazy. There's no like blue-red drafter at the table, I guess. Or I guess maybe they just want the Electrify. Wow, no, there's no way you take Electrify over that if you're in that deck. Okay, well we ended up with enough playables for sure. Let's go ahead and group them out. Don't think we're going to play Steadfast Sentinel. I think it's just not powerful enough, exciting enough for what we want to be doing. Moloch actually, I think, ends up being okay. We do have a lot of combat tricks, and that makes it quite a bit better. Disposal Mummy is kind of unexciting. Works with the Paramounts, but that's about it. Don't think we're going to play the Kenra. Can we get by with just 6 2-drops? Probably. It's probably okay. We've still got 17 creatures. We cut one of these random tricks. Catcher's Name, I think, is close enough in power to something like Kindled Fury that we should take it, because it has the upside of just winning you the game once in a while. Let's take out the Kindled Fury. I think that's less good than like Blur of Blades or Act of Heroism. And yeah, okay. Well, that was a pretty fast deck building, but it was pretty good. Question here is how many of these deserts we want to play. In general, I will play just about every desert we can. The one exception is in aggressive decks, and I think we are trying to be aggressive here, where if you draw one of these as a land, it can screw up your tempo play a little bit more than usual. Works with Solitary Camel, works with, where's the other card? Oh, Desert's Hold. Neither of those are like crazy important for us though. Like, they're both nice. They're both life gain, which, again, hopefully we're just beating my opponent's face and that matters a little bit less. I think I'm going to play one and not the other. I think we're going to play the red one because we're more likely to have a white 2-drop. Now, does that even make sense? Not really. I guess maybe we should play the white one, because if we want to leave Magma Spray on turn 1, although even then I think we just play it. I don't even know which is more important. I guess maybe we want double red slightly more than double white. So we have 2 reds and 1 white. Okay, sure, we'll do that. They're good at tiebreakers, I think. I think we do just want even split here. This feels pretty mixed red-white to me, so. Okay, I think the deck is pretty reasonable. We're gonna struggle if we can't kill my opponent pretty early, but we have some good combat tricks, some reasonable creatures, and a fine curve, and that's kind of what these decks usually want, so. I'll see you guys for match 1.